Are you a professional who finds it difficult to go out and meet somebody? Perhaps you don't know how to squeeze that individual into your hectic schedule. Get some new insights on what you can do by listening to this episode, Are You Too Busy to Date? With Maria Romano. Tune in.
Hi, everybody. Maria Romano here, founder of True Love Knots. Well, the topic on relationships today is going to be, are you too busy to date? Are you a professional person that you have a very busy schedule? You want somebody in your life, but you don't know how you can fit that person in. And the reason I want to talk about this is I just attended a time management talk the other night, and I started thinking, there are many professionals, busy professionals just like me, that really have a hard time, difficult time making time to try to go out there and meet somebody. You know, you might be on a dating app, or you might be also trying to go out and network and meet someone, but it's just not fitting into your schedule. And maybe you have a calendar, with all these Post-its and stuff, right? And you've got so many things going on and you've got lists going. And then you say to yourself, when do you have the time to meet someone? Well, that's where you need to sit down and say to yourself, what you have to prioritize. What do you want in life? That's right. What do you want? Because even though you can be very successful in your field, in your profession, and you're making a boatload of money, and that's okay, are you enjoying yourself? I mean, is this something that makes you happy? Does it bring you joy? Because as we all know, having somebody in your life to share it with is definitely something worth having. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's like, okay, well, how do I make the time? Well, let's start off with your schedule, your calendar. So maybe let's take, for example, you're on a dating app and you're really not utilizing it. Well, why are you spending the money if you're not able to, check it at least twice a day? And if you really are serious and you want to meet someone, check that dating app twice a day. And just set your timer, set your timer with your phone, with Alexa, and say, okay, 15 minutes. I'm going to spend 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening. So maybe you have some people that have reached out to you. They've liked your profile. Look at their profile. Maybe you answer them back. Maybe nobody piques your interest. Start looking at profiles. That's right. Don't allow the person to reach out to you. You need to be proactive and do this twice a day. And then if you move it from online to offline and you decide to exchange numbers, set up, maybe it doesn't have to always necessarily be something in the evening. Why not set a coffee date or a breakfast? I find breakfast to be quite easy. Why? You're in and out within a half an hour. You can definitely tell quite a bit about somebody when you have an early morning meal with them, what type of person they are in the morning, and it gives you just a little bit of a thumbnail sketch about them. So that's one way that you can do that. You need to make the time. You need to put it in your schedule that you're going to try to have a conversation with at least one or two people online. Okay. And maybe, you're scheduling a half an hour throughout your week just to do that. You're not talking a whole bunch of time. Heck, we spend more time deciding what we need to do when we can be effective with our time that we have with time management, and especially when it comes to dating. And also now, this is one way. If you are out there actively seeking, you need to get out to different networking groups, different meetups. And even though you might be exhausted at the end of the evening, sometimes you have to pick yourself up and get out there, because when you least expect it, first of all, you might meet somebody that could be a great friend and somebody that's going to maybe become a partner for life. So don't start making excuses about, well, I'm too tired, or I've got to get up early the next day. What you need to do to counteract that is make sure, number one, that you're eating a healthy diet and you're taking your vitamins. And I'm not going to get into what a healthy diet is, but you know what? When you eat right, when you take vitamins and you get a decent amount of sleep, and when I say a good amount of sleep, it means not drinking or eating late at night. maybe you stop eating at about 6 o'clock at night so that when you get to bed at 9 or 10, your body is not actively digesting when you're sleeping. So every bit of sleep is helping you rejuvenate yourself. And that's how that's going to help you. And when you go to an event, you don't have to close the location, the bar. You go for a couple of hours, spend some time and be present. Be present so you can meet people. Be engaged. Don't be thinking about, oh my gosh, I got to go home. I've got things to do. I've got a presentation tomorrow, whatever it is. Because when you decide that you want to find somebody in your life, okay, and because you're busy, you make the time. It's like you make the time if you take on a new client or a new project, right? You make the time. You find the time in your schedule. And if you're serious and you want to find somebody in your life, you need to make the time. You need to schedule it. Schedule time in your calendar, whatever it is, just like you exercise, right? Just like you might go get your hair done or your hair cut if you're a guy, whatever it is. So if you're serious about dating, okay, make sure you carve time out. And in the meantime, continue to stay healthy, happy, and safe. And as I always say, spread love. Until the next time.